Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hello, born again atheists.
How are you, Afro Atheist?
I am good, but the born again atheist,
Yeah, I'm riding with this. I love it.
the born again atheist. It's not something I thought. See, the born again atheist, but hey, I mean, own it. The born again atheist. So, what do I have to do to be born again, sir? A born again atheist.
You gotta wake up. You already are. I just came up with the idea of fasting. You already are.
I do love the background though. I do love the how bold that is, the born again atheist. I absolutely love that. I
Me too.
absolutely love that.
Me too. And it makes me not have to clean up my house before I go live. I love it.
So that's what it's about.
Oh no, I mean it's
Okay.
just got a dual purpose.
No, but it is cool. Really cool. I absolutely love it. Okay. So Godless Reggie, a lot of women, especially women in the West, when I say West in bracket, because there really no there's no sort of geographic area for the place called West.
Right.
But it is a West. A lot of women West to be making their way to Islam. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure I understand it. Why anyone would want to choose this religion. And so this stream is about just asking why. Why would women, your bell? Love the title. I'm going with chickens. Okay. Yes. Okay. So the whole chickens for KFC thing. One time I was streaming and somebody came along and they said, um, women supporting Islam are like chickens supporting KFC. And it it took me out. It
It's a good
just
analogy.
I oh my goodness. It just mm, 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 just brought it all home. It made I said it. But some people say they're not like chickens for kids, right?
It's
But
it's no different than Christians with the lambs and the shepherd. It's the same thing.
the lamb and the shepherd.
Hmm.
So like Christians being sheep
Hmm.
and Jesus being the shepherd.
Hmm.
So you don't want to be no.
Because I mean, aren't shepherds? Aren't they supposed to slaughter the sheep at some point?
Yeah, no. Well, the whole idea is to lead the sheep, lead
To,
them,
to
not
where?
slaughtering them.
Listen, what's the purpose of sheep besides they wool? And I'm sure people wasn't wearing no nothing wool in the desert back in them days. So, what would be the purpose of being a shepherd? It's to eat them, right?
Godless Reggie, you've just put a different twist to this whole sheep and shepherd thing. Because eventually the sheep get eventually,
Right.
eventually. Hmm.
As soon as you
I
said that, as
don't
soon as I seen chickens to KFC, that's the first thing that came to my brain. I'm like, same thing.
ooh, whoa. That different twist to it. Okay, so now we did a stream yesterday, on your channel, and the gentleman Jay who spoke to said something, and I am going to take from what he said. And these streams are not about mocking people. These streams are not about just putting a religion down or putting people down. It's about asking those hardcore questions,
Right.
right? I've since found out that in Islam, the goal is to take over the world, basically. The
Hmm.
goal is to, if they had the chance, they will take over your mind. They will take over everything. And so if that that threat, if there is right there, then you're doing here, right? Doing here. We need to figure this out. We need to, hey, is that clear? Hey,
Hey Tia, how you doing?
does Tia want to join us?
Oh, I don't know. I told her I was coming on, but I didn't ask her what she was doing today or nothing like that. If she had time, if she wants to, she can.
If she
Just text
she wants
text
to,
me,
just
Tia. If you
send
want
her
to, you
the
can come
link.
on.
Yeah, because she's I think she is you know is someone that I would love to hear more of.
Hmm.
She sounded like she knows stuff. You
Hmm.
know, these are the women, black women who need to be out there in on the forefront. Okay, she says no, I'm listening. All right, okay, but no worries. I mean, hook me up, Reggie, and me and her can do something.
For sure.
Hopefully, okay, right. Let's do this, Reggie. Give me a minute.
I can't wait till we teach her about the gins and all that. Like we was talking about yesterday. Those are my
There's there's
favorite.
a there's a, there's a lot she needs to there's a lot she needs to find out. Okay, right. So let's share this. So what we'll be watching is ladies who come online. They put themselves there. They put themselves online, talking about their experiences and why they have converted. Let's see if we can make sense of their stories. Let's see if they are they have valid reasons to convert, or are they like KFC supporting, no, are they like chickens supporting KFC?
Hmm.
So this young lady here has put online, she says, why I choose Islam, right? Why she is choosing Islam. Okay, so let's go see.
To say that I was confused, and during that time, I never made the connection that Jesus was God, and I never was taught that Jesus was God. When I was
Wait,
about 10,
hold
and I
on,
was sat down and
let me take her back a little bit and
What
turn her
wine?
down. Hmm?
No, I see somebody in the chat talking about some what wine, so I'm answering them.
Who? That's
Mikey, I mean,
Mikey said Wagwan. Hey Mikey. In my humble opinion, the only difference between Christianity and Islam is the age of the religion. Okay, there is a difference actually. Islam came afterwards, and Islam looked at these and thought, okay, pinch from here, and make own and make that one my own. It's just a mess. These religions. So yes, I do agree. They are both spawn of Judaism. Taking over the world has been both Christian and Islamic religions' requirement. Amen to that. Right? Go ye into the world and preach the gospel. Go ye into the world and recruit. Go ye into the world and just get them bringing in the sheep, bringing in the sheep. We shall come rejoicing, bringing it. Let's just bring everybody in. Why are you laughing? You just
oh, you
finding
still
it so
remember the
funny,
words, huh?
huh?
I said you still remember the words, huh?
I do. Just some of the things you just can't let go of. Okay, all right. Let's hear our friends.
so excited to be here to talk about my journey. I think it's important to add context before I get into why I reverted, so let's get into that. Before I reverted, I couldn't exactly put myself into a specific sect of Christianity or Catholicism because I attended a Christian church and a Catholic school, and I was never baptized. So it's really safe to say that I was confused. And during that time, I never made the connection that Jesus was God, and I never was taught that Jesus was God. When I was about 10 and I was sat down and told that,
Okay, she said very important. Confused. She was confused. When someone is confused, they are not in the right state to be converting, reverting. when you're in a state of confusion, the time to pause, right? And try to answer, why am I confused? But when people are in a state of confusion, you just the first thing that comes around, the first thing that sounds nice, off with. No, that's already starting off wrong. But hey, we'll give the benefit of the doubt. She said she was confused. All right.
And I was expected to believe that Jesus was God, and that's what people believed. I really, really struggled with that fact. I had a really hard time understanding why people believed that Jesus was God, and that really strayed me away from the Christian and Catholic kind of environment. With all the confusion that was happening, I very quickly started to lose faith. And then after a series of extremely unfortunate events, I did end up just completely stopping my practice around 14 years old. After I stopped practicing, I quickly started down the wrong path and just did whatever I felt like doing. I won't go into details, but it was very safe to assume that my heart was filled with just pure hate. I wasn't a good person morally by any means. When I was 19, my brother.
Reggie, if you need me to stop at any time, just okay.
No, I'm just listening to her.
Is
Go
there
Bible,
anything that
Bible,
she
Bible.
has said that you want to talk about? She was 14. A
I want to talk.
14-year-old has no business doing anything religion. She dropped Christianity at 14. What's she on about? At 14, girl, you're still a child.
She's not that much older than
As
14 now. She can't be no more than 20 or 21 now.
mm, mm, I don't know, but oh well. Listen, the story's not going to get any better. I guarantee you, it's just not.
Once I seen her brother, that's when I feel like it's getting weird.
Her brother.
Yeah, say brother at the bottom of the screen. She's bringing somebody else in the story, so I know it's about to go crazy here.
Oh yes, she's about to talk about brother. Give me a second. Let me take this back. Okay, right.
By any means. When I was 19, my brother ended up passing away from a fentanyl overdose. As somebody who struggles very potently with mental illness, his death almost killed me as well. At that point in my life, I hit a low that I never thought would be possible. But also with that grief, I became extremely terrified for my brother. Although I wasn't practicing anymore, I still believed in God, and for the first time in years, I absolutely feared his wrath. The thought of my brother being punished in the hereafter is actually what ended up causing me to look for God again. The way that I saw it was if I found God, maybe I could possibly.
Reggie, you must have something to say. Her
Yeah,
brother
so
passed away from a drug.
th-
She is terrified. She's terrified, right? Wait, let me take that back so you can hear what she's going on about here. Okay, brother.
Possible. But also with that grief, I became extremely terrified for my brother. Although I wasn't practicing anymore, I still believed in God, and for the first time in years, I absolutely feared his wrath. The thought of my brother being punished.
Whose wrath?
God, I guess she feels like her brother was in hell. So I mean,
Hey, what
I
the
don't see
heck?
like what she's gonna do about that situation. Like when people talk about heaven and hell, I don't see why a person actually really cares about the next person. I get it's her brother, but my brother passed away too, and as even when I was a believer, I never thought like, oh man, my brother in hell, or oh man, my brother in heaven. I never thought that, and I never. I mean, whatever decision God didn't made, He didn't made it a long time ago. So like, what are you gonna do? I don't get that.
Hey, what the back? Good to see you. It's been a while. What the back? What the back? What the back? What the back? Hey, what the. Anyway, what was I saying? So, this young lady here is afraid. I thought that when you die, that's it. According to Christian, it is appointed unto man once to die, and after death, it's the judgment. This is what their Bible says, right? It is appointed to you once. Once you're dead, that's it. So when that person is gone, what are you afraid of? Their fate is sealed according to your belief. It's
Exactly.
finished. It's over. So you can be afraid from now till forever. It's not going to change anything. Wait, is your fear, is that going to change his destination or his final? I mean, it's
Oh man.
well, why she converted. converted or whatever. Let's continue.
In the hereafter is actually what ended up causing me to look for God again. The way that I saw it was if I found God, maybe I could possibly save my brother.
How?
I obviously started by looking back into Christianity and Catholicism, and then I went and looked into Judaism. The reason that I waited so long to look into Islam is because
Save him from what, Reggie?
Right. He already gone. He is already gone. He done already did the dope and he done already croaked. I know it's fucked up for me to say that, but that's the truth. It's over with. So I just don't get it. Or maybe she heard that crazy story somewhere in Sunday school or whatever Catholic school she went to growing up, but I don't know what she thought she was finna do.
Save him from what? And wait, hold on. This person you're trying to save, was he a good person? Was he, not because he was your brother, but was he good? Was he deserving of this saving that you're trying to do? Right? I mean, what's he being saved from? And so these are the things. She's starting off, everything she said so far. Just a lot of things are not just not sitting well with me. We're talking 14-year-old, being in a state of confusion, a brother who died from fentanyl overdose, and now she's afraid. She's trying to save his life. Therefore, Islam.
Don't add
I
up.
didn't know that Islam was Islamic.
Sorry, go, Reggie.
I said it's not adding up.
Right? God's wrath in both religions is that fear, right, Michael? Hey, the place in life, easy religious nuts. Exactly. Right?
I just don't
Exactly.
know what she think that what putting a damn towel on her head was gonna do,
He said it's towel.
or whatever
Reggie,
the
it's
fuck
not
it
a
is.
towel. Reggie, not a towel. It's a piece of cloth. It's a cloth. I don't know what it's called, but it's a piece of cloth that he put on the head.
Pillowcase, curtain, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what she thought that was gonna do. He gone.
Ooh. You are right, Reggie. That's just, you are hitting the nail on the head. But it is facts. There's nothing that can be done. It's finished.
All right. Can't
You
push
said this is
reverse.
a hijab. Sorry, say that. You can't
You
say
can't
about
push backspace or go in reverse or
you
nothing. It's
said
over.
this.
You
No
can.
backspace done.
Yeah.
You know, I understand one of the struggles. When I lost my mom, I was a new atheist. I had people, Christians, come to me. This Christian lady came to me and said, oh, I'm so sorry for the loss of your mother, but be thankful that she's not burning in hell right now. Can you imagine someone said that to me, Reggie? I just lost my mother. I just
Man,
found out that night, the night before, mom has passed. And they came round the next day, right? So sorry for your loss. And the first thing out of her mouth was,
I'm so.
sorry.
I know you was about ready to smack her, wasn't you?
Yeah. The first thing out of her mouth was, be thankful that your mother is in hell. And at this time, I just became an atheist. And I just thought to myself, you don't know that. You
Right.
do not know that. You don't know whether she's in heaven or she's in hell. You're lying to me now. But I just had mute. Just keep mute. It made the whole thing worse for me. It made that, I was so angry. I felt like, just shut your mouth. I know she meant well. She had good intention. Can you imagine that to someone who's just lost their family member? You need to stop telling people about these places. Oh, I should be thankful that my mother's not in hell.
Listen, I know people. I'm not gonna say the story or the situation, but I know people that children are on pills real bad and on drugs real bad,
Mm.
and their parents couldn't be more proud of them Because they're Christian.
Wow.
It
Wow.
couldn't be more proud because they know that their kid is not going to hell. I'm
Hey,
like, this is
Motivation
crazy.
Life.
This is crazy.
Greetings. Greetings. I think every religion has a few good things and many bad things. So most people choose to focus on these few things, ignoring or down the side. You are right. I mean, oh, fuck that. Who wants to hear something like that? Christians are weird. Exactly. They are weird. And you
Hmm.
know what the back, do you know what the trouble is? They think, the Christians, they think that right.
Hmm.
What they think, how they see the world, that is the right way to see the world. They think
Hmm.
they have got it
Figure it
all
out.
together. Yeah, they've got it figured out. What they don't know that, like lunatics.
Right. Thinking the
Somebody has
world only
just lost
7,000 years old.
someone has just lost a loved one, and you just come along and say, be thankful. Your mother should be thankful. Oh man. Never mind. Never mind.
That's like saying be
Hey,
thankful she. That's like
D.
saying be thankful she gone. What's up, D?
You know, do your
It
brother
ain't
the little
funny. That
bit.
is fucked up. That is fucked up.
Well, now I can. I see. He brought tears. Anything
Yeah.
about my is not that to me. And it is. But at that time, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I just found out my mother died, and you come and say that. It was so frustrating. Never mind. Ah,
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, because my mom recently passed
yeah.
with a damn Bible open in her room. And then just I remember while she was fighting for her life, right? So one of the doctors gonna come in there and had the nerve to tell me some shit like, well, sometimes you just have to let things be the way God intended it to be. Bitch,
A doctor. Wait,
hey,
a doctor said that.
yeah, this listen,
A doctor said that.
listen, do you know how fucking mad I was? I wanted to be like, ain't
A
this
doctor
what your
said
job?
that.
Ain't this your job to try to do something? Listen, I was so fucking mad. I was so
Wait,
motherfucking mad. Oh
wait.
my god.
Reggie,
Oh, I
Reggie,
was mad.
Reggie. Here
Uh-huh.
in the UK, here in the UK, if a doctor said that to you, um, that is a problem. We
I
we're
went.
we're talking um their job being on the line. That is something that can be raised at the what do you call it? There's the body that governs all the doctors, the nurses, and if a doctor said that, yeah, okay.
Listen, I went to
Mm,
fuck off, and my brothers and sisters told me I was wrong. I'm looking at them like,
it is right. Thank you. It is sad. Yeah, Killer says, religion is the greatest. It can make even it makes the crazy seem logical. Exactly. I'm talking about. I'm going to eat communion. These people are going to drink the blood of their dead friend.
cannibals.
Oh man.
Man, that
Ay,
Welch's
ay,
used to
ay.
be good, though. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be trying to take extra. So let me get your super Christian some of
Ooh,
them Sundays. I ain't gonna lie.
my psych doctor said, God, I nearly fired her. The things there are some actions you leave your out, leave your God, your beliefs out of the job. When you with your work with your clients, you can put your religion on, right? Put that on. But when you're dealing with people, you have to respect that not everyone believe.
But you know what
The
though?
religion just messes people, messes with their heads.
But you know what though? I think like I kind of got my redemption in a way for her saying that to me right with the next statement she said because she just made herself look so stupid. And I hope one, she lives in the city I live in, so I hope somehow she sees this. She gonna say
Mm.
after I told her that I wasn't trying to hear that, and ain't this your job or blah blah blah. She gonna tell me, oh well, we're gonna have some other gentlemen come in here and re-explain it to you. I want to be like, bitch, but you think I'm gonna listen to some men before you? That's what I want to tell her. But
Mm.
hey, if you want, she put herself in what we call self check, so that was okay.
I mean, Reggie, we can laugh and have a joke about things, but
Hmm.
some of these things that these religious people do, it's harmful.
Hmm.
It is harmful. The things that they say out of their mouths because of their silly, silly, silly little books and their beliefs and their prophets and all these things, right? They hurt people. They hurt people.
Hmm.
Mm. Let's hear this, madam. Yeah,
And I believed in God, I believed in the prophets. It was actually on TikTok that I found out that Muslims believed in the same God that I did. I
TikTok.
started researching, and after realizing that my views aligned very well with Islam in terms of the Prophet and beliefs, it was very easy for me to start my conversion. And I did decide to wait until I was 100% sure that Islam was the truth before I converted. I did convert last Ramadan, Alhamdulillah, in 2023. Of course, with converting, everything about my life changed. As I had mentioned before, I struggle very potently with mental illness, and I am diagnosed with 4 different mental illnesses as of
I believe
today.
that.
While my
I believe,
I did
I
what you just
wholeheartedly believe that. Like, she's like, oh, with all my beliefs, when I
Reggie,
found out it was
listen.
100% true. So you mean to tell me that you believe? I wish she was right here. I'm talking to her like she right here. So you believe a fucking donkey can fly? I wish I could just
Reggie,
ask her that shit.
when I
A
watched this
donkey?
video, when I watched, you
Damn
came to
fool.
mind. I said, no, no, you need to see this one. The lady said she's got she's diagnosed with 4 mental illness. Listen,
Right.
if I was a Muslim, someone her, I wouldn't be proselytizing to her. I'll be saying to her, no, no, don't come into our religion. You know, stay out, out. Because the kind of people you want you.
No,
For
you know how they think now. Now you know how they think. If you one of them, they gonna
mm,
invite her in, but she can't talk in front of the microphone now. No, no, no. Mm-mm.
wait, let me
She
take
can't
that
be the
back.
spokesperson.
She said, what now? How many? How many? Hey, goodness.
I didn't even know it was that many. Was it bipolar, schizophrenia? I didn't think it was
Oh,
that many. Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4 mental illnesses. Oh,
3. Of course, with converting, everything about my life changed. As I had mentioned before, I struggle very potently with mental illness, and I am diagnosed with 4 different mental illnesses as of today. While my illness was not cured when I converted, I did find new coping mechanisms, and I did realize that
Like
this
what?
is my test in this world, and it's something that I can do.
the,
Like
re-
what?
the religion did not kill her. Reggie,
This shit is
Reggie,
crazy. This
Reggie,
shit is crazy.
Reggie. What are the chances that this newfound faith will make those mental illnesses worse? The chances of that happening?
Making them worse or better?
Yeah. What?
I mean, definitely worse because, like, 100%, because it makes the delusion go up exponentially, but I just, I'm struggling with the
Wait.
fact that a person would want to just be a hostage. Like,
Hmm.
women don't have a lot of rights in no religion, and specifically not Islam. Like, look how you're dressed. Like, it's got to get hot in that fucking thing sometime. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Mm, mm, mm,
like, how can you just constantly want to be around people worshiping them and you don't even know what the fuck they're talking about? I don't,
mm.
I don't understand.
So, for someone who's got all these illnesses, I don't know if she's got if OCD or some kind of anxiety disorder, right? As part of these mental illnesses. But if she has some anxiety disorder, in this region, it will hide anxiety
Mm.
because every day all rituals that you have to perform You have to pray. You move this way, you have to pray. You move that way, you have to pray. You sit on the toilet, you have to pray. You
Mm-hmm.
go to the bathroom, you have to pray. It's like 5 times a day. Imagine, Reggie, 5 times a day going. I I couldn't do it. I'm not diagnosed with any anxiety disorders. But if I chose this religion, it would not be long before I would be diagnosed with an anxiety disorder of some sort, because following rituals are just not my thing. Anything that requires me to get up in the morning, 8 o'clock, do this, do that, just no. I'm
I ain't doing that
very
shit.
anti rituals. I'm very anti. Just no. Mm-mm. Even medicines. When I go, when they say, "Oh, take," if I'm supposed to take antibiotics 5 times a day, 4 times a day, I I struggle with that. Then this kind of religion, I'm sorry. Mm,
Yeah, I don't got time to be sitting there praying on 5 times a day and shit. At some point, I'm gonna write it down on a piece of paper, hold that motherfucker up. I'll read this shit because I got shit to do. I ain't got time for that. And then, like you said, every time you go to the bathroom, I would have some
Reggie
written in the
just
bathroom.
Reggie
I would,
said he'll show it to you.
yeah, yeah.
Read this.
I would have one in the
Come on.
bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So when I go in there, I can read that one so the gins don't get me. And then I would have one on the bed. So I wouldn't keep doing all that shit. That's too much work. Mm-mm.
On a serious note, I've asked, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of us being here? They say that the purpose of us being here is to worship Allah. So
I
you
ain't worshiping
mean
shit.
that Allah needs me,
Fuck them.
little me, little insignificant me,
Hmm.
to bow down 5 times a day? He gets off on this. That would somehow help him. That would somehow make him feel good about. He needs that. And these things, for me, this religion just couldn't be for me, because any God that requires that we ought to bow down to it, for what? Why is he so needy? What's his problem? What's his problem?
You don't think that you don't think that they got back problems from always being bent over praying like that? And then you see
There's
how
a,
they be out. You see
a
how they line be lined
video.
up.
There's a video I'll show you. I need to show you to you. I don't know if I've still got. I'll find it, Reggie. It's a gentleman. He's a guy, right? Big guy.
Hmm.
It looks like he's eating well.
Hmm.
Teaching people how to pray, right? Teaching new Muslims how to pray. You should see him struggle. You should
I ain't
see him
doing that.
struggle just to get
Mm-mm.
up, down on the mats and things. See him struggle.
Yeah, fuck that. Then listen, you see how they be lined up when they be in the mosque and shit. What if somebody
Yes.
farted? What if somebody
Hey,
farts?
hey, don't say that. No, don't say that.
Listen, they be eating bean pies and shit. So you know that they gonna be gassy. You know it.
Re- Reggie, oh God,
Oof.
why's Reggie been making me
Because
think
you
this way?
because their heads be too close to the
Yes,
next person's
yes.
ass.
This is what Killer said. Yes, apparently that mark on the head, for some people it's a badge. It's a badge of honor. They do it deliberately to give themselves the mark, so that as soon as you spot them, Alhamdulillah, my brother in the faith. That's my, you know, that thing there where they go.
So you mean to tell me that these motherfuckers be happy to have a damn carpet burn on their forehead?
Yeah, it's somewhere. Hold on. There's a video. Wait, let me show you. Let me show you this. Hold on. Let's show you. There's something I'll show you. Wait, where is it? Wait, wait. Let's show you.
And
Uh,
then you
one
see that person
second.
in the comments talking about please educate yourself. I don't want to learn no shit like that. Fuck you.
See, Reggie, we're trying to be serious here. You remember
I
what
can't.
your friend said yesterday? Remember what your friend said?
I can't.
He said
I
he
can't,
said
man.
it's about the see it from their perspective. He said, it's not about the mocking, it's not about, and I said, okay, I'll take that on board. I will take that on board.
I don't listen. You already know that. I'm not walking around with no carpet burn on my forehead. Now I done had something on my knees from, you know what I'm saying, from doing certain things, you know what I'm saying, with females,
What have
whatever.
you been
But
doing? What have
but
you been
your,
doing?
your forehead, man, listen, do you know how dizzy you gotta be to keep bending over like that to keep praying and shit? I'm not doing none of that. Hell no. I'd rather go to hell.
Reggie, he would. Okay, Reggie, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay? The, so
That's just crazy.
here, um, let's, wait, let's see if you can see. No, hold on.
This is crazy.
These are just some. Um,
That's it. Weed and Islam don't go together.
see this?
Oh,
You
that's where
see
that shit
this,
from?
Reggie? You see it? Hmm?
Oh my god. Oh
These are
my
the
god. Mm-mm.
Look at the forehead.
Uh that is crazy.
Hmm?
That is
Hmm.
craziness.
It is, but I
Mm-mm-mm.
mean, I guess that's what Allah wants.
Man, do you know how
I
much blood
guess
gotta be
that's
rushing to your head every time you do that?
mark of sujood. Is that what it is? Mark of sujood. If you're looking, okay, mark of sujood. Now I know. Someone says, please try to educate yourself. You're so dumb. That's
I'd
what we're
rather do
doing. We're
that. I'd rather
actually
do that.
educating ourselves. We are educating ourselves. We are asking, why are people converting to Islam? She has
Mhm.
just said she has 4 mental health issues. She has 4 diagnoses. 4. Not one, not two, not 4. And Islam has not even helped. So even as you have converted, you would religion would at least help you. But no, it hasn't. Well, we're educating ourselves. Hmm.
Man, listen.
With Allah.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
I can't get over that shit.
Since
Therefore, I
converting, it
can't.
has become much easier to manage my symptoms and cope with my illness. Also, most reverts agree that there's this overwhelming sense of peace that you develop once you join Islam, and that never really goes away. So that's something that I've got to enjoy since converting. I find it
Peace.
really hard to explain, but it feels like my soul can finally breathe without it feeling like it's going to explode.
Hmm?
Islam has changed my life completely 100%.
Our soul can breathe without it exploding. What the beck? Please, what soul?
I'm lost because I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about right now.
Wait, what soul? People have souls that explode now? Huh?
They apparently they breathe too.
Wait. Okay, now the soul can breathe, so it don't explode. What the? Wait, souls can explode. This is a new thing. I didn't know this was a thing. Souls
She
can
going something.
explode?
She going something for
The
sure.
hell?
As crazy as it may sound to people that were raised Muslim, almost everything that I did on a daily basis was considered haram, and I had to make massive changes. Almost every single aspect of my life had to be tweaked in one way or another. It was incredibly challenging, and I would be a liar if I said that there aren't things that I miss and that I wish I could have in this dunya. But once I got rid of the things that Allah deemed unfit, I realized that my life is so much richer. A huge example of this is me getting sober. I have been very vocal about how being sober in Canada is not normal by any means and how difficult it can be to stay sober here. To take the steps to get sober in a society.
Auntie, how long are you going to stay sober for? If Islam helped you get over the mental illnesses that you have, how long before you be back on those substances? My dear sister, you think this is the thing.
Well,
When people use religion as their cure, the cure for their drug addiction, for their illnesses, for whatever it is. Look, on the days when that religion ain't working for you, on the days when you're just not feeling the religion, guess what's going to happen? You'll be right back at square one. And then you hear them saying, it was Shaitan. The Shaitan made me. It was the Shaitan. The Shaitan. It was the Shaitan.
I agree with you on the last part, but I slightly agree with her, even though she's delusional as heck. And the only reason why I agree with her is because it is a sin to drink in Islam. So I'm just making a hypothetical situation. Maybe she's with Arabic man that is really into Islam and he doesn't allow it. So maybe from her converting, maybe that's helping her. I don't know. I'm just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she's definitely living inside of a cartoon for sure.
Reggie, the very next stream that I'd like you to join me on, a lot of this revert, as soon as they, right? Alhamdulillah, inshallah, and all these things. And the gentlemen start sliding in their DM, the men propositioning them for be my wife and be my concubine and be my these things. So there was a case that recently I've been following. This young lady, she's a single lady, came forward and said one of the Dawa boys, right, came to her and was propositioning muta marriage. Well, the guy was exposed, and turns out he says no, she got it wrong. I'm questioning her. It was I was advice. I was seeking advice. Alhamdulillah. Okay.
From a
Seeking
kid?
advice. No, she's not a kid. She's not a kid. A single
Oh.
mother. She's a single mother. Single mother. But he was trying to, find out about marrying a single mother. Not marrying. He wasn't even saying marrying. He wanted someone to help fulfill his lust until he finds the right virgin woman. The right virgin woman. Right? Anyway, we should do that stream because a lot of Muslim women, new Muslim converts, coming up and saying these are coming, sliding in there, asking for muta marriage, temporary marriage. You know about temporary marriage?
Yeah, I'm just now becoming aware of it. I'll say I've known about it about a good 2-3 weeks now, where they can just be like, what's it, after 2 hours or something? They can be like, oh well, boop, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Now it's not muta marriage is not everyone in Islam does not practice muta marriage, but during the time of the Prophet, it was a thing. I don't know when and how the thing got changed, but yeah, you guys, did you know this muta marriage thing? Some sect of Islam, you can find yourself someone who you can do this muta marriage, right? Both of you can to be married for 2 hours, enjoy the benefits of marriage, and after that, no, I think what happens is he gives something to the woman. When they're done, it could. I mean, this could last 1 week. It could last 2 hours. It could last 5 hours. Whatever, right? And that's it. This is holy prostitution in sect of. You can just find yourself. It's terrible, and men. A lot of these men, saying I'm a revert, a new revert, and I give them the bombastic. I'm like, what exactly looking for? What are you looking for? In
Society that deems alcohol to be the only way to have fun was a massive step in the right direction, in my opinion. There were so many things I thought I needed that were actually causing me distress that once I got rid of, I just felt so much better. I like to tell reverts that whatever Allah takes away in this dunya, He will give back to you 10 times more in the hereafter. Telling my family was
Reggie, listen to that. Whatever Allah takes away from you here on earth, you get back 10 times more.
That's
Reggie,
part of that's part of the
Reggie,
delusional,
this is what these people are being told. What? Allah is going to give you back 10 times more what you lose here. Are you guys for real? No, are you for real? So if you lose your, for example, if you lose your breast to cancer and it has to be taken off, wait, when you get to that over there, what are they going to give you 10 sets of them or what? What do you mean? Whatever you lose here in this dunya, you're going to go over there and go and get 10 of them. I mean, how does that make sense?
listen,
How
she
does that
doesn't
make sense?
she doesn't even know what the Quran says. She doesn't know anything about the religion. I mean, I don't really know a lot about it either, but I don't see
Yeah,
no
yeah.
reward for women in that book, so I don't know what she's talking about.
The return. What loser did you say and come back? Never mind. I mean, stop us, talking about what we're talking about. Is it temporary marriage? Agree, say couple marriage, and the woman agrees the price when it will end and how she wants to be kept. Legal prostitutions. Mostly the Shias do this. Mm-mm-mm. Islam only describes what the man will get in detail. Doesn't say much about what a woman will get. She gets nothing. In fact, the Prophet said the majority of people he saw the majority of people in hell were women. So, women,
Yeah,
hello, you new rivets. The majority of you are going to hell, according to the Prophet of Islam. If what he says is true, then hello, we are all going to be in the hell together. You with all your veil and all your thing and thing, be in the hell to get me. I'm so me and Reggie, we go in there anyway. So welcome, congratulations. We will welcome you in. Hi. all your Islam and everything that your 5 times a day prayer. Look where you find yourself.
she
Hmm.
doesn't even qualify. I mean, I don't know what she done did in her life, but I would bet my life that she's the farthest thing that there is from a virgin.
We're not going to talk about that because that mm-mm, mm, virgin. Mm. One way to guarantee that a person is a virgin, you marry a 6-year-old. Huh, Reggie?
That's
When you
clearly your
marry them at
preference.
6 years old, that's a to know that this person is a
All right, you getting them fresh out of kindergarten,
virgin.
literally.
6 years old. I just started in I just started primary one at 6 years old. Wait, 6 years old? Yeah, that's the age you start primary one.
That's what I'm saying. There's people that don't even know how to tie their shoe at 6.
What? Mm, 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 mm. Wow.
Also very scary. My father is an atheist and my stepmom is Catholic. My father has always given me and my siblings religious freedom, and we were allowed to go and learn and believe in whatever we wanted to. My dad just didn't want to hear about it. You would assume, knowing this information, my dad would have had no problem with my conversion, but you are wrong. Unfortunately, in Canada, Islam is a very taboo subject, especially in the white community. The misinformation and propaganda is embedded into our brains very young. We are given almost no information on the subject and are essentially just told that it's bad. So telling my father that I was converting to the only religion he wasn't okay with was terrifying. I decided to wait until I was 100% sure I was going to convert. I had also wanted to start trying on the veil, so I had to tell him. When the time came, I just sat my stepmom and my father down and I just ripped the band-aid off. My stepmom was very confused and my father was pretty upset. You gotta understand that they were scared for me and they were wondering why I was putting myself in danger. After a long conversation and about a million questions, my stepmom was finally on board. She finally understood that everything she thought about it was wrong, and she supported me. My father did take a little bit of warming up, but I think once he saw the life changes I was making, he became on board as well. It just took a little time. One of my biggest motivators to convert was actually the hijab. When
Oh my
looking into
goodness.
Islam, I immediately fell
Oh my hijab. One of the biggest motivators for her, Reggie, is this thing she's wearing, this covering. Last time, Reggie, when we had you said it, ninjas.
Hmm. I mean,
That was the motivation for her.
well,
This is a lady in the free world, right? Of all the places in the world, there are people in parts of Afghanistan, of Iran, parts, countries like that, of Nigeria, because in Nigeria, states are governed by Shah. Their in that place will give thing to be in the free world. But I mean, hey,
well, I'm
but
gonna look at
she
it from
she
her side.
mm, mm, mm.
I'm gonna try to look at it from her side.
Okay,
She's never gonna have a bad hair day.
well, that's something. But I mean, wear a wig. Wear a wig. I've got a wig. Got wigs. Just put them on and off you go. Well, I mean, never mind. I mean, this for her. This is rating factor. So let's see. What did Dean say? A woman who is for Islam is chicken who is for KFC. I've said it once and I will say it 1,000 times. Hmm. Reggie. Yes, right. I like looking like a nun. I mean, this is beautiful for some people. Now, a woman has a choice, right? Women, you have a choice to wear whatever you want to wear. Absolutely. Absolutely. I support your right to wear whatever you want to wear. But for me, when I found out how the verse and the origins of this whole hijab thing in the religion, I was not okay with it. Reggie, do you know how this is about?
No, but just me taking a quick guess. It's because they don't want a female's hair to be shown because it may attract a man to grape
Hmm.
her.
I
Am I
wish
close
she
or am
was.
I dead on?
I, no, you're not. Well, there's some element of that, but so the prophet of Islam had several, and one of them, she was a big lady, big
Black?
lady. I think she was black. I'm not entirely sure, and she would get up in the middle of the night to go to to go use the toilet. But the kind of toilet they had was outdoors. They didn't have the sort of what we've got, the modern what we've got, now. They'll have to go outside. And so at night, she's out there doing her business. Now, one of the prophet's friends would go there and see spying on this lady. Now, this friend of the prophet said to the prophet, is it possible for our women to veil so we can tell them apart from the others, not Muslim? But the prophet didn't do about it. So in the midnight, he was watching the prophet's wife take a shit. I don't know, whether it was on number two. He went back to the and said, "No, you've got to do about this, right? I saw you, she taking a shit, right?" Uh, and then not long after the verse, Allah sent down the angel to bring down the verse that says Muslims need to cover themselves.
Listen, that's the most cockamamie ass bullshit story I've ever heard in my life. And I've heard some serious ones.
When I heard that, I thought, wow. I mean, a woman can look at this and think, okay, nice, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I would cover myself as well, right? It's not a religious thing for me. It depends on how I'm feeling. Some days I wake up and I'm thinking, okay, I want to cover my head to cover, today I was feeling like, look, I'm hot today. We're not, cover, just depending on how I feel. And I learned about how this build. I'm sorry. I can't get along with this. I just cannot. I can't get along with very and why did Allah pander to the desires of Umar? But the guy's name is Umar. Why is Allah pandering to the desire, the one who wanted women, and Allah responds to that by saying, no, 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 no. So I can't understand to cover up as it can help with anxiety to look good. Okay, you can understand. Religion is not the way. Find better healthy solutions rather than religious garments. Exactly. Exactly.
In love with Eastern and modest fashion. I knew that even if I didn't become Muslim, I would probably put on the hijab and start dressing modestly.
Oh gosh.
But please do not get it confused. Wearing the hijab full time was very difficult for me, and I don't want to make it seem like it was easy, because it's not. I believe truly that the hijab is just another test for women. It's not comfortable to wear, it's hot, it's a sensory nightmare for neurodivergent.
Excuse me, lady. Your God is testing you by what? The test for you. And first of all, guaranteed to go to this Jannah. There is no guarantee to Jannah. In fact, the probability of you getting into Jahannam, the worst place, right? And you going to out your allies test you. This is come on. And the women have it bad. The women are there and watch their husbands marry 3 other women, including themselves. 4 women. You have to watch your husband do all this. Your prophet said that women they are deficient in mind. You've got it ready here on earth, and then start sending you tests. Can you not see how harmful this is to you? What kind of test? Reggie, why is that God testing them?
I don't know, but she's up here saying, "Oh, it's hot." Listen, you live in Canada. That ain't shit. Come down here, go over there. Listen, you'll die. Go over to the Middle East. Go visit. Go to Mecca with that hot ass shit on. Just imagine how you'll feel. It doesn't make sense. She's crazy.
It doesn't.
Divergent people, and it's simply inconvenient. But that does not mean that it is not mandatory for women.
My mic is blinking. Hold
I
on
think
one
it's important to see both sides, especially when you see a sister who is struggling to wear the hijab. I started wearing my hijab at home. I ordered a pack of 5 chiffon hijabs and 1 undercap. When I started wearing the hijab, I told myself that I would only wear it when I wanted to. And because I loved the fashion at the time, I wanted to wear it all the time when I was at home. So I did. It did take me a few months to develop the courage to wear the hijab outside. But once I did, I started to want to wear it more and more and more. There were days where I just didn't want to wear it at all, and I did give myself that freedom at first. The way that I saw it was, if I forced myself to wear the hijab, the chances of me wearing it long-term throughout my lifetime were low. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably take it off. So I only wore it when I wanted to, and I did not force myself to wear it at all, and I would encourage sisters to do the same. Because once I wanted to start wearing it all the time, I've never felt inclined to take it off since. Because I gave myself the time to fall in love with a hijab, I now found all the styles that I enjoy, and I no longer feel like it's the societal expectation. I know why I wear it, and I love to wear it. I kind of treated it like riding a bike. If you were a
Can you hear me better now? Apparently my mic was cutting in and out. Is it better now? Reggie?
I don't
Is
hear
it
it skipping right now, but I heard it earlier.
did you?
Hmm.
Why didn't you say something?
Because it wasn't really bothering me. Because you're getting about
Okay.
90% out what you're saying.
But can you is it better now?
Hmm.
I think the it was loose. Yeah, it's a bit loose. But thank you, what the back for spotting that out. See?
With her
If
though,
what
I know them damn things got to be like stinking. She's talking about she only had five and the one under cap, and that thing was sweating. I bet you that motherfucker was stinking big time.
mm, Reggie, what are you
Hmm.
talking about?
Because it's sweating.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, we've got one more person to one more lady to
sister and struggling to wear your hijab, don't listen to anybody's criticism. Just listen to Allah.
oof.
Listen to your heart and wear it just when you want to at first, only when you feel like it. I promise you, if you're patient with yourself, you will fall in love with the hijab the same way that
Mm-mm.
I did. That is my story. It's a little bit bitter.
That's just torture. So we've got another one of them reverts to Islam, right? Let's hear her story and why she has reverted to Islam. Let's see. Um,
Why is it called revert? It seems like that you're going back to it when they say that.
well, I personally do not agree with the whole reverting thing. I think that's just some bullshit. Telling people that we were all born Muslims. I was not born a Muslim. I am not a Muslim, and I will never be a Muslim. Right? There is Reggie, there's something called the state of fitna. I think I may be wrong, but fitna it's about the state. The state that you were born, that we are all born with a desire and a sort of we gravitate towards Allah. In fact, Reggie, these people believe that before we were born, us and Allah were having a conversation. So, Reggie, you had a conversation with Allah up there, and you agreed to come down to the earth and worship Him and serve Him and all these things. But when you came down to the earth and you were born to a family that didn't necessarily follow the path, follow the right way. But then eventually, if you find Islam, that's you coming back to your original state, your original. So
Well, I'll
that's
be
what they
damned
mean.
because I don't remember that conversation. Yeah, I never met Allah. Yeah, no, that's some
So
bull.
do you guys know about reverting? Huh? Revert is going back to something. I said the same thing, Reggie, right? So what the Beck he's agreeing with you, right? What the Beck is agreeing saying, no, no, we because it is a lie. There is not none of us agreed to be Muslims. None of us agreed to be Muslims.
Right.
And Islam is the Johnny come lately. Islam is the
It's
last well, one of the ones that came later on. So to tell people that we are Muslims, stop with the jokes, stop with the tomfoolery.
all,
And
all,
no,
all I've been
no,
hearing is
telling
jokes.
people that.
Everything you said to me, that's that's a joke. The other one that really tickled me. What was we saying earlier? Oh my god, that shit was so fucking funny. I can't believe that they really believe this shit. I can't.
Killer,
It's
Killer
amazing.
is with you. Killer says, I'm with Reggie. Forget all that nonsense. I ain't have no conversation with no
Right.
Allah.
He ain't email me,
None
ain't
of us
text
did.
me, nothing, bruh, nothing. Ain't call
You
me.
wanted you want a text from Allah?
I mean, well, I guess back in those days we didn't have that, but he ain't sent me no letter in the mail. No, nothing, nothing. It's crazy.
But Reggie, If Allah were to send you a mail, you won't be able to read it. It will come in Arabic.
I know, and that's another thing too. That's why I'm like, I can't be a Muslim because I'm not about to be learning nobody's damn other language. If you can't understand what the fuck I'm talking about, then you ain't for me and I ain't for you.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Well said. If you can't speak my language, if you can't relate to me, if I've got to bend over backwards just to have this belief, I'm sorry. You just cannot be for me. No, no,
Right,
no, no, no.
and then you got to think about it. You know, I've heard of females asking you to get their name tatted on you and shit. But this motherfucker wants you to get a goddamn carpet born on their forehead. You asking for too much, bro.
Well,
I don't got to prove
and
my
plus,
loyalty to you like that.
okay, for the people, why is it that the women have not really seen that thing on their forehead? It's mainly the men that I've seen. So why the women? Oh, I
They
see
got the
now. The women
hijab
are
on.
always covered up. Okay, that makes sense now. It makes sense. At least that's one good thing about the hijab. The hijab
Mm-hmm.
and the other one. The hijab and the there's another one, right? So at least that helps to cover their heads. Ish. That's one good thing about those then.
That's the only good thing about that shit.
My name is Cara
Eh,
SJ. I'm going to be telling you why I reverted this month. Also, no hating up my hijab yet. This is the first time I've ever wore it in my life. Okay, give me a break. No haram, please. Yeah, okay, please. Okay, so yeah, obviously, you know, I'm not full time hijabi. I just thought it was fitting for the occasion, and I do really love wearing it. Okay.
Wait,
So
I sped her
let's get into
up.
the
Let's
story.
see.
So basically, a couple of years ago, I went on a family
You
holiday
should
to
turn it
Dubai,
up some
and
too.
this is one of the first ever times I heard about
I
Islam
tried
in the
turning
public
her up,
because
but
I
she's quite
live
low.
in Derbyshire, England, Midlands, countryside.
Can
The
you hear
problem
her
is
or
that
no?
only old white people know Muslims.
If
Okay,
you can't, then I
literally,
will.
there is
I
not
will.
a single
Let's
mosque in
find.
my
I'll
area.
find some
Okay, I
other
did not know what Islam was
sister.
until I
Some
was
other
16 years old.
sister.
No joke. No actual joke. I'd never heard of it my whole life. It wasn't Islamophobic, but it was more
Ah,
of very much cautious.
is
It was like,
it
yeah, they
better?
don't like us, so like we need
Yes,
to be
way better.
careful around them. But obviously, that's not the case. Go on this holiday, and I go to the water park. Who's at the water park is my mum, my stepdad, me, and my little sister. Okay, so me and my little sister goes to the wave pool. My mum, my stepdad somewhere else. In this wave pool, this kid is like coming up to me and like grabbing on my.
Her and her parents went on holiday to Turkey. I think it was in Turkey. She never heard about Islam at all, right? So she was with her family, and this little kid comes up to her and grabs her arm, right? That's where she's at now.
Arm, and I'm looking at my sister like, get this kid off me! Like, what's going on? Get it off! And then it starts like grabbing and like pulling me down, pulling me down. And I'm like, what are you doing? Right, and I'm thinking it's trying to dunk me under, so I'm like going under, being like, so funny, you're dunking me. No, the child was not trying to dunk me, it was drowning. The child was drowning, okay? So I lift my arm up, I get the child, I pick the child up, and she had like a, I don't know what it's called actually. It was a hijab, yeah, but it was like waterproof. There was one that it was to wear like in the swimming pool. She had one of them when she was only a little girl. And I was like, oh my God, pull that back up, right? And then I picked her up and I was like looking around, I was like, where's your mum, where's your dad, where's your mum, where's your dad? But she didn't speak no English. So when I'd found her mum and dad, I just assumed they didn't speak no English as well. So I just dropped her off and walked off. I never said anything. Well, she must have told her parents like what happened, because later on our hotel was like just by the water park, but I'm not joking, like 6 hours later, the child, the mum and the dad and all the child's siblings all walk past and they're like, oh my God, you, coming up to me, and I'm like, hey guys, what you want? And look what she gives me, okay? I would show you the bracelet, but I'm not gonna because it's a little bit contradicting in case she gave me.
Reggie, Reggie,
Mm-hmm.
Reggie,
Mm-hmm.
brace yourself. Brace yourself. It's coming. So she's rescued this child who was drowning, and in appreciation, they find her 6 hours later, right? And they're thankful. They come along and give her a bracelet. Reggie, I need you to listen to what kind of bracelet. Okay, brace yourself. Let me take that back slightly. Okay, so here we go.
I would show you the bracelet, but I'm not gonna because it's a little bit contradicting in case she gave me an evil eye bracelet, but then she also gave me the Quran.
Reggie, the evil eye bracelet.
Oh boy.
The evil eye bracelet. Only recently I found out that in Islam they believe in this concept of the evil eye. They live in fear of the evil eye. The evil eye, there are things out there that can get you. Our faith in Allah is not enough. Allah is not enough to protect us because of this evil eye. Hey, don't tell the next man what you're doing tomorrow because of the evil eye. Don't post on social media because of the evil eye. There are jealous people out there. You know, people are, I found out about the concept of the evil eye to the extent that some Muslim men or women, I don't know, they put the kajal, the eyeliner thingy, they put it under the eye as protection against the evil eye, Reggie. So she was given an evil eye bracelet along with a Quran. I mean, I can understand that they were appreciative of what she had done. I mean, that child would have died, but she rescued that child. But here, she's given a Quran. I mean, I just saved your child.
Give me a damn book.
Give me an evil eye bracelet
Then it
and
fuck you.
mm, mm, mm.
Wait, why is it not focusing? Hello. The Quran. She gave it me. This is the English version, and I won't lie. When she first gave it me, I thought, why have you gave me that? Like, do I look like I want to read that? Why have you gave me that? That's like, that was my. I swear down, yeah. May Allah forgive me for this, but I literally looked at her and I was like, do I look like I want to read that? Because I don't. Like, that's what I actually thought. I'd be so serious. I feel crazy saying it now. But like, that was my mindset. I was like, if she actually looked at me, I thought, I want that. But anyway, so I took it anyway, and I was like, yeah, thank you so much. And then she was like, I want you to come to the mosque with me. And I was like,
You don't know.
I don't. I was like, matter of fact, I don't want to put no headscarf on and go to no mosque. And she was like, no, I'd really love you to come. Please at least take my WhatsApp number. And I was like, right, fine. So it gets to the end of the holiday, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I actually should have gone to that
Stupid as
mosque
fuck.
because, like, the culture, the fun, like, I'd be a little bit more educated. So I thought, you know what? I'll go. Okay. And I went to the mosque with this woman. I messaged her on WhatsApp. I met her at her shop, and then she also lived in the back. Went into the back. She gave me one of her abayas and hijab, and we went there. Bear in mind, the whole time my mum's got no idea where I am. Okay, I'm just telling her I'm shopping. I'm shopping, basically. Little does she know I'm in a full Muslimic outfit and go to the mosque. Yeah, so I'm getting all ready. Then we go. And I actually didn't like go do wudu or like pray or anything. I didn't do any of that. I literally just went to like I think it was like a visiting area. It was like a tourist area, basically, where like tourists would go to observe what happens in a mosque, not to like actually partake. So I went there. We met up outside afterwards for a little bit, and then I just thought, yeah, that was cool. Like I love doing that. It was a sick experience, but like I'm not Muslim and I don't want to be. Like that's what I thought. And like the Quran, I've always kept it because I thought like, oh my god, like a memory. But I never read it. I just thought, and then I come online, yeah. And do you know what? All the things that's happening in Palestine actually got me to look into the religion properly. Okay, obviously, can you see my Palestinian jumper? Because it's free Palestine until the
Reggie? Reggie. Reggie, free Palestine.
I mean, I get it. I'm with her on that, but what are you doing about it? Are you just joining Islam for
She's
that?
got the shirt. Reggie, how dare you ask what is she doing? She's got the shirt. Look, free
what I'm saying
Palestine shirt.
is, like, are you being
That's
active with
she's
this?
doing something. She has paid for the free Palestine shirt, Reggie. Someone is making some money from this. Someone, it's free Palestine.
Not over there. They're not. Not nobody from Palestine. They're not.
Free Palestine. Okay.
very end. I first found out about like what Palestine was actually going through and the full-on genocide and the fact it's been happening for over like centuries. Like over 75 years, this shit's been happening. And then obviously I found out about it on social media, then I read books, and the whole thing that stayed consistent the whole.
Wait 1 second. Let me understand something. This is what I want to understand. So, Palestine genocide been happening for all these many years. My question is, where is Allah in all of this?
Now
Why
you
is
get why you should
Allah
be saying that.
watching this happen to his own people? How are you gravitating towards the religion of the Allah that did nothing for the Palestinians?
Right.
It just makes no sense. I don't wait, because of the suffering of the people in Palestine. That's what made you become a Muslim. Okay, I mean, I listen. All right.
Time was that these people are literally being bombed to the point that they've got nothing. They've got no water, no house, no food,
Their
no
God
nothing.
is sitting there
And they
watching
still
it
say
happen.
Alhamdulillah. They still say Alhamdulillah. And they still say, before they even say, oh my God, I just wish I was safe. I just wish I was safe. They say, oh, inshallah, I'll be safe. Like that was a mind blowing to me, because you have nothing. You have nothing. And the fact, like, it's so easy to like look and be like, well, how can there be a God? If this is happening, how can there be a God? And the fact that they still looked at this and they thought,
Hey, Miss
this is happening because
Misani.
Allah wants
because
this to
they
happen.
fucking stupid.
This is happening because Allah's trying to teach people a lesson. This is happening because of this. And to think that, to me, like, that just has to be the truth. Like, there's nobody that's going to be that devoted to something that is just not the truth. And like other things about Islam that like interested me from the very get-go was the fact that there's one book. There's not like this version of it and this version of the Bible and then this version and then Joseph's statement version of the Bible. There's literally just a Quran. And yeah, there's like different Qurans, but they all have the same text.
You is contradicting
like-
yourself.
There is one book, Reggie. One book.
And then she said,
Do you know?
"There's different
Do you
Qurans."
know? Do you know that that book that she's talking about, the one book, the content of that book apparently was revealed over a period of 23 years. So this angel kept going from Allah to prophet, prophet to Allah, Allah to prophet, prophet to Allah, 23 years. But there is one book. 23 years. You're talking about this one book. You're telling me that over 23-year period, that everything that angel brought down is what you're reading. Come on, sister. Where you putting your head? Where?
But for her to only
Reg.
think it's only one Quran, that's not true. There's
Oh,
different
man.
versions of the Quran.
There are different versions of the Quran. Yes. There are different versions of the Quran. In fact, I'm trying to lay my hand on a different version. If I can. Yeah. It's possible. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to lay my hand on one or two. I'm trying to lay my hand on one or two other versions of it.
like Christianity, Judaism, like all those religions. I'm not
Judaism?
hating on those, by the way, like believe in whatever you want. But all of those religions to me was like not comparable, because how are you going to have so many different stories? Like surely the truth would be there and it would be set and it would be just that. Do you know what I mean? So that was like what like grips me, and I was like, yeah. Okay, so then
Miss
after I found out
Misani.
that, I finally
Miss
picked up the Quran,
Misani,
okay?
Miss Misani, stop. See what Miss Misani says. This chicken is easily impressed.
She
Quack,
sure
quack.
is.
Quack, quack. Oh man,
And I read it, and oh my god,
you read it?
the best decision I ever made, bro. Like I read it, yeah, I read it. Probably took me like 2 months to read it in total, and then after I read it, I just disregarded it for 2 months, and I was like for 2 more months, I was just like, oh, like, I've read it now, and yeah, I definitely believe in that, but like being a Muslim just doesn't fit my lifestyle, so I'm not going to be one. And that was my genuine mindset. My genuine mindset was, I know that that's the truth, but like I don't think
How do
Muslims
you
will
know
like
it's true?
me, because obviously I have tattoos. I used to drink, I used to eat pork, I used to do all this, and I know we shouldn't expose our sins. I don't know how you say that word yet. I need to stop attempting to say, because I don't know how you say that word yet. But what is it like? May Allah forgive me. But like I used to do all that, and that was my life. And like still, most of my friends, that is their life, and which I don't mind. Like they don't pressure me to do anything. They're completely fine with me, like backing out and just like doing what I want and joining in on the things I can and like not. They do.
She read the Quran. Did she read the part of the Quran where it is okay to beat women? Did she read the part of the Quran where it is okay to beat women? Or that part, is it missing in her own book? Huh? Is that
But
part
it's-
missing in your book, lady? Where
It's
it
no
is
different
okay.
than
I'm
the
trying to
shit
find
they go
it. I'm trying to find the verse that talks about beating women. I think it is which one is it now? It is, I've got to wish this really. No, not this one. It's the one that talks about beating women. 1 second. Reggie, do you know that you're not supposed to just handle the Quran? Apparently, you're supposed to go wash your hands, wash your face, when you wake up in the morning. Have you heard about the washing of the nose?
No, I never heard
Oh,
that.
Reggie. Oh, Reggie. Reggie, you should hear this one. You should. Hold on. Let me find it. every morning when Muslims wake up, they have to wash their nose through. Okay, let's see. Washing of the nose. Okay. Can you see this, Reggie? Can you guys see it as well?
Yeah, I said.
Okay, so in Islam, the nose is washed during the wudu ablution, which is a ritual that involves washing specific parts of the body. The nose, you gently breathe water in to the nose 3 times, then expel it. There is a reason, actually. Why do they do this? Let's see.
Oh,
There's a reason. Uh, there's a reason why they wash the nose. Why do we wash our nose during wudu? Rinsing the nose is in wudu is obligatory because it is proven that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, did this and said, "Whoever does wudu, let him rinse his nose. Whoever does not rinse his nose, his wudu is not valid. His prayers are not valid, Reggie.
unless
If
he
you don't
smokes the
rinse your
water.
nose, if you don't rinse your nose, your wudu is not valid. There is a reason. I think there is an ultimate reason. Um, someone said, I don't know what they said. The reason why they do this is when you sleep overnight. Hold on, let's see. Why do Muslims snort water in? It's just crazy. Why do Muslims snort water in and out of their nose every morning? Various hadiths are reported saying actions and traditions of Muhammad and his companions say or are interpreted as Muhammad saying that, here we go. Reggie, get ready. It says, Satan sleeps in your nose at night.
You can't win that situation because they want you to sleep on your back so he don't go up in your ass. Then if you sleep on your back, he's gonna go in your nose. You can't win. How the fuck are you supposed to sleep in Islam? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. But look though, I found that Quran verse where
You
where
want
it
to share
condones
it?
you.
You want to share?
Uh,
Do you want to
yeah,
share?
let's see.
Go on, see if
Yeah,
you can share.
let me see if I can.
All right. My goodness. Satan sleeps in your nose at night. Somebody rescue me. Somebody get me out of this what this place I am. Huh? So when Satan starts sleeping in your nose, okay, Reggie, there you go. When Satan starts sleeping in your nose,
All right, it says men are caretakers of women, since Allah has made some of them excel the others, and because of the wealth they have spent. So the righteous women are obedient and guard the property and honor of their husbands in their absence with the protection given by Allah. As for women of whom you fear rebellion, convince them and leave them apart in beds and beat them. Then, if they obey you, do not seek a way against them. Surely Allah is the highest, the greatest, is what
what
it
number
says.
is that, Reggie? What number?
It's
What number is the hadith? Is that Quran verse?
it's 430. It's 434.
434. Okay. So 434 talks about let's see, talks about men are
I'd
in
rather
charge
add
of
a three.
women, right? Yeah, you read it here. It says, for those wives from whom you fear arrogance, first advise them, then if they persist, you forsake them in the bed, and finally beat them. But these people, they read the Quran and they're okay reading this. It's beautiful. Oh, beautiful book. Let's just beat the women. Allah, inshallah. Come on, people. Come on. You see why These people, it's either you're converting for good reasons or you're a KFC chicken. The man you're going to be with in Islam, you mess up. The day you mess up, he'll whack you in the face, give you a good whacking. Why did you do that? Well, the Quran says I can do it. Inshallah. Hello?
Man. Mm.
Whoa, 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 whoa. But guys, the devil, it, oh goodness, come on, people. Come on. Huh? I can't get over this. That Muhammad saying that Satan sleeps in your wait, hold on. Let me I'm trying to understand this, Reggie. I go to sleep at night. Then Satan now packs himself, huh? And decides, hey, where's her nose? Let's go stay.
I'm sorry, but Muslims they're afraid of too much shit for me. Like they act so tough, but they're afraid of every fucking thing. They're afraid of the devil going in their nose. They're afraid of shaitans. They're afraid of jinns. They're afraid of every goddamn thing.
Look how somebody's trying to give rationale for this. Look at this. Says uh uh some think it just means to flush the germs out of your nose when you do ablution, right? So they're trying to make this seem nicer. Oh, it's not so much about the Satan, it's about the cleaning of your nose. When I'm in the shower, I gently snort water up my nose, then blow it out for a refreshing cleaning experience to get the goop out from a night of sleeping. Goop or not, healthy goop or not healthy stuff in your nose and Satan can be considered synonymous, or meaning basically. So Satan equals goop in your nose. Satan equals the snort.
I've heard that before. I've heard a guy say online when we were telling him about not this particular story, but my favorite, the jinns, right? He was saying he's like, oh, that was Allah trying to break down how you can get germs, and the meaning of the story was to make sure that you don't get germs to stay in the bathroom too long. I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, come on. They had no idea about germs or none of that back in those days. Stop it.
Oh, come on. Just come on, Reggie. This is heartbreaking.
It's ignorance. It's pure
This is
fucking
let's
ignorance.
finish hearing this. She's read the Quran. Oh, yeah.
My friends are great, they're very supportive. But like, I just thought, like, even now, I thought like, what will my dad's reaction be? But my dad doesn't even know now. And like, when he does know, is it going to be that deep? No. Is it going to be deeper than the fact that I could have been burning in a hellfire? No.
What?
It's actually not. Like, it's actually not that deep. And then, so basically, I was like, do you know what?
Okay, so wait, lady, you think that by converting, this is guarantee you're not going to burn? Go and ask the prophet of this religion. He reckons that the majority of the people that are going to be in that hell that you think you have escaped from is people like you. Oh my goodness. Who deceived these people like this? Who did this to these people? Why are people not being truthful to them?
Because they know they don't speak Arabic. That's why.
Oh my God. I just feel so sorry. I feel so sorry for her.
I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to go to the library and I'm going to read like a few books about it, and then I'm doing it. Okay. So I went to the library. I didn't even get that far. I'll be so real. I did not get that far. And then I went onto my phone and I was just bored in the library. I thought I can't do with books. Like, I love reading if I'm in the mood to read. I hate reading if I'm not. Like, if I'm not in the mood to read, reading is the most boring thing to me. So I start going through Instagram Reels, and I see this TikTok, and it's like, it's on Instagram Reels, so it's TikTok, and it's this girl, and she's like, if you're thinking about taking your Shahada, but you don't know like how to pray, and you don't know how to make wudu, and you don't know how to speak Arabic, and you don't wear hijab, and you don't dress so modestly, and you don't do this, she said, it doesn't matter. You don't need to learn all of that. Yeah, just take your Shahada, and Allah will guide you. I got up. I walked outside and I rang the mosque, okay? And the closest mosque to me at the time was this. I'm definitely going to pronounce this wrong, so forgive me for that. But it was called the Medina Masjid, and it's in Sheffield, yeah? So big up Sheffield. That is where I took my Shahada. And I called up there, and he was like, oh, you can just do it right now on the phone, and then focus, and then you can come in and do it in person afterwards. And I was like, you know what, that's sound okay. So I did it over the phone, and I was like stuttering so much, you had to repeat it so many times. I was so embarrassed. And then I like spent my time at home because I think I did it on the phone on the Wednesday, and then I actually took it at the mosque on the Saturday. The whole week I was at home, I was literally sat in my bedroom like, Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah. Like, I was just trying to sit the words because I was so embarrassed because on the phone I could not do it right. So then I got to the mosque, and also the imam, yeah, he had told his niece to come because I was a girl going by myself, and I was scared. I was scared. I didn't even know how to enter. Okay, I didn't even know like where to take my shoes off. I didn't even know when to do anything right. So she came and she saved my life basically. And she actually did. Like, I owe that girl so much because if she didn't turn up that day, you know, I actually wouldn't have walked in and I would have never taken my shahada because I was just so scared. Like, I was just actually terrified. But yeah, I went in and then I did it and I sat there and I was like, La ilaha illallah. And then my life was great.
Ricky, she's making a song and dance about, I don't know how to say whatever she's saying. She's making a song and
She looks ridiculous.
does
And she
does
doesn't
does
know she's
this
saying.
does this person know that you can get in, but there's no getting out? Does she know that?
No, they don't
Does
tell you
she
that.
know that the punishment for leaving this religion is? Does she know that?
She a damn fool is what she is.
Hmm. She doesn't know.
In it, so my
She
life was
doesn't.
great. Yeah, so then basically from the mosque they gave me a couple more books.
Of course,
So
they
this
gave you
is like what
books.
I've been doing since I reverted. I have been educating myself a bit more. I'll educate myself on how to wrap a hijab after this video because this is so humbling. Yeah, like and every time I pray, yeah, the shit's like flinging around like this. So like how do I get to stay? Yeah. So I'm not ready to wear it full time yet because I live at home. Everyone won't let me. Like even if I was
Look at this.
to, like just wear it on the odd occasion, like even at home or out and about. How do I get it to stay? Because even though I don't wear it full time, I can't just have it dropping off in the middle of the day. Anyway, irrelevant. So since then, the mosque gave me this book, and it's basically all about the Prophet Muhammad. And I'm hoping that
Oh.
you. So basically, yeah, obviously.
I
this is
bet
the
they
Quran,
made
the
him
mosque
look
gave me this,
so
that's the Quran, and I would never ever
gorgeous
write in
and
that or anything.
so
But these are just like Islamic
angelic
books.
and so.
And whenever I'm reading them, I always
So
like say I always
non-P3,
make
yeah.
notes and stuff. And I'm just wondering, do you think that's okay?
So non
Like, do you think it's
P3
okay that I write in these books, even though they're like Islamic learning books? Because I'd never write in the Quran, but like, is that okay if I write in these? So that's the first book the mosque gave me, and then this is the second one, the Loving Rasulullah, and then there is the Light of Sight. Thank you. This is my favorite person in that whole entire world got for me. There's actually one of these little books, but it's up there in that box, and like, it's in there for a reason, so I'm not getting it out. Okay. So she got me another book as well, but this is a book that says I Am There. This is my favorite because it has like dua and it has hadiths and it has just like everything's in this book. Okay, it's literally it's just such a perfect little book.
She's so excited over nothing.
And I'm so
She is.
thankful for everyone that's helped me on my journey, and yeah.
So let's do
Okay,
something
and if you're watching this
very
and you're not
quickly.
Muslim, I won't push it on you or anything.
So
I know
here
you
we
guys hate
go.
that.
Here we go.
I
Here
hated
we
that
go.
as well. Don't worry, I hated that shit, so I won't do it. But just take a look at it, okay? 'Cause it actually
She's irritating.
Here we
actually.
go. Here we go. She now she's on to trying to recruit more people. And when I go and watch these people who have converted or reverted all these things, I love going to the comment section to go and see the I don't know what it is. It's just people. Oh, welcome, sister. Mashallah, inshallah, and oh, you get the love. Oh my goodness, they come, they swarm around you like bees. Welcome, sister. Welcome, welcome. Right?
To
Look at this. You see,
slavery.
welcome to slavery. You see, look here. Aliham Barik. I'm a river too. It's nice to see others sharing their story. Everything in this video is so sweet. I see a combination of emotions like the happiness of finding truth, excitement, joy, and so on. Taking your Shahada, you are now like a newborn baby. May Allah bless you so much from the country where you got your first Quran. This one says, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I love your vibe. I'm so glad Allah SWT guided you to Islam. I'm born a Muslim. I'm 19, but only 3 weeks ago I started wearing hijab. Every Muslim born or revered finds Islam in their own way." Okay, so
That's pathetic.
This is one of the best things I've ever seen. The fact that someone can become Muslim at any point, and the fact that I know each and every single person, including Kara, is specifically chosen and handpicked by. See, listen, look at this. This comment here says, I know that every single person, including Kara, is specifically chosen and handpicked by Allah to be guided. So Allah is picking these people. He's the one bringing them. He's the one calling them. You call. So, Reggie, me and you, and some of the people watching us, unfortunately, we have not been chosen by Allah. Allah don't want us.
Ain't that a bitch?
It is.
Mm-mm-mm.
He don't want us at all. He
Sad.
says, no, I don't care for those people.
But you know what? I want to be a revert or convert because that was Allah in that pool that was drowning. Yeah, Allah handpicked her and brought her to the religion. So I want to be a revert. I believe it now. Hum da la 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 shabba la la la.
What the hell are you saying, Reggie?
Whatever that bullshit that they be saying.
Alhamdulillah.
All of it sounds like
Alhamdulillah.
Nah. I think I'll stick to Anglo-Saxon languages. It's not for
Okay.
me.
It's too many translating apps to remain ignorant because she doesn't know Arabic. Even the ones that have been Muslims from the day they were born, right? That are not from the countries that speak Arabic. Example, Nigerians, right? In Nigeria, there are Muslims that were from the day they were born, they were Muslims.
Mhm.
Even those ones don't know what the Quran says
Right.
because they don't speak Arabic. It's
It's
crazy.
pathetic. It's pathetic.
Sounds like she's cosplaying. Listen, guys, there are a couple of Muslim ladies here on YouTube, right? One has even moved all the way to Kuwait to go and join her Muslim husband. I was hoping that Islam would at least change her life. Islam would help her, get her act together. But no, she has declined. Her life has got worse since going to Kuwait. It's just the- why all these reverts and converts? Why are we bringing all these people in? What is this drive to bring everybody in? And then when they come in, they're just lost. They just don't know what they're doing from time to time. They just have no clue.
I never
Ah,
understood. That's why, like, the girl keeps smiling. She's so happy and hey, happy, happy. What the fuck are you getting from this shit?
mm-mm.
Is there some kind of meal plan that comes with these fucking books? Do you get paid
A
an
meal
additional?
plan.
I'm just making up hypothetical
Reggie
shit.
said meal plan.
Listen, I'm trying to think of what we're getting. Okay, are you getting paid extra money per week to be doing this shit? That's a lot of fucking books. She's just pulling them out. Like, she's so excited. I mean, for what? For what? What do you get? Like, I understand that people that are religious, they're like in a club. Like, I tell people, like, y'all go to church to be with your fucking friends. That's what you're doing.
Hold
But
on.
I'm just saying, like,
Reg-
what is it that you
Reggie.
get?
Club or a cult?
Both. Both.
Mm.
Both. But when I say club, it's just like, okay, it's us. This is our
Versus
membership.
them.
Right. Even though it is a cult by definition
Mm.
and everything. But when I say that, they go to be with their friends and shit like that. But I just don't see what the fuck is so exciting about having to read a whole bunch of books that don't make sense, number one. And number two, you don't even understand. I don't get it.
Mm.
Where's the prize?
And these books that she's been given, they don't paint the true picture of Islam. They don't tell you the verses and the hadiths and the things that are problematic. Like the story I was telling you about, Reggie, the young lady, the young girl that wrote satirical verses about the prophet.
Mhm.
For writing satirical verses about the prophet, she was taken out. No, Reggie, do you think that would be found in any of those books that she was given?
No, but I think the bigger issue is there are human beings that know about that and feel like, she shouldn't have did it. You don't disrespect the Prophet Muhammad. You know?
They will give excuses. Reggie, you've heard people when they've been asked, what are your thoughts around the prophet marrying a 6-year-old? And they say,
Well,
it's the
they didn't
prophet.
consume the marriage till she was 9.
No,
Then we
they
pressure
would
them.
I've got nothing to say. I've
Mhm.
gotten they have something to say, anything else. But when it comes to that, that's the prophet. He's allowed those privileges. There's a reason. There's a reason why Allah says you should marry the 6-year-old. Oh, don't you know? She's the mother of Islam. She wrote several hadiths. She was a scholar. She was one of our best scholars. This is the reason. I've actually heard somebody say the reason why Allah said to the prophet to marry this girl is so that she could bring, you know, all these hadiths and uh th-
You know what they say to me a lot? They say, and this is always people that have never even been on this side of the world. Oh, but in the United States, they've been allowed to marry children. Have you ever been
mm,
here?
yes,
Have you ever been
every
here?
time,
Do
every
do
time.
you know what happens to people that are
They do
convicted
that
of
every time.
child crimes in this country?
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
listen, in the prison system here, the gangs are organized by race in most cases,
right.
right? And they don't get along. One thing that everyone will
Mm,
agree on is if you are in prison for a sex crime, especially against a child,
mm,
it's over with for you. It's
mm,
over with for you. It's over with. The only chance
mm.
you have is if you are going to administrative segregation, and they're doing 23 hours locked up, 1 hour out. So that's gonna take a mental toll on you. So some people they'll be like, fuck it and risk it, but they're gonna get you. So and they're gonna kill you.
Mm,
So they don't say that
mm.
side of the story, and that's not really true. You can't just marry 12 and 13-year-olds. You can't do that here. At one point, I'm not gonna say that you probably couldn't, but you can't do that now. Maybe 15, 16, 17 if they parents agree to it, but no.
Kayla says a paid business by some countries. They'd rather spend on Islamic books than poverty. Ooh, they would rather spend on Islamic books than to alleviate poverty.
Do it here. There's a
No, the
situation I
people
want to
have
talk
got
to you
their
about offline.
priorities twisted. Huh?
Mhm. It's a
Sorry?
situation I want to talk to you about offline that happened in my
Okay, okay.
community. And when I tell you, you're gonna be like, man, that's crazy.
Oh, mm-mm. Anyway. Well, guys, I mean, I'm just floored by this whole devil in the nose thing. Every single time we look into this religion, there's always something new we're finding out. Something, not the jeans on the toilet, dua for intercourse. Now it is the washing of the nose. Hmm?
Snorting water. I'm not doing that.
I mean, how are you supposed to do that? And what?
Do you know that's gonna feel like you drowning?
Oh no, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. No, 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 I couldn't do that. I no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Well, people, please, on your way out, do not forget to like the stream. Do not forget to like the stream if you would like to make a contribution, if you would like to make a donation. These are the links right there. If you appreciate what's been done or talked about or said, every little goes a long way. Absolutely. Um, yeah, and these are conversations that we will continue to have, right, Reggie?
Absolutely.
We will continue
Absolutely.
to have, and I mean, look at he's the born again atheist. I can't get him as a born again atheist. The born again atheist. Wow, born again atheist. Fantastic. Right, Reggie, do you have anything coming up anytime soon or?
Yes, yes. Every Sunday I have my show, Faith, Lies, and Confusion. This week coming up, I'm actually writing this show now. it's going to be religious contradictions. It's going to be Islam and Christianity. So I'm writing some down now, getting some ideas going. So that's every Sunday. The time may vary
Your
depending
channel. We
on.
need. Where's the link to your channel, Reggie?
It's
Wait,
Godless
hold on.
Reggie.
Wait, hold on. Let me. I'll find it. Give me a second so I can put it in the chat. I'll find it. So please, guys, go subscribe to Reggie. We had your very first show yesterday on your
Yes.
channel, and I thought that was really good. That was
Yes. I enjoyed it. It
unfortunately
was good.
we couldn't really go as deep as we would. That's it right there. I found you here.
I also do other podcasts as well. Usually on Wednesdays. I do a show that's called AAA Sports. Fridays, sometimes I do Product of the 80s podcast where we talk about politics, sports, music, things like that. But every Wednesday, definitely AAA Sports. So check me out. It's going to be on my page as well at Godless Reggie at YouTube. Well, youtube.com/@GodlessReggie, capital G, capital L, capital R.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to try and find the link to your channel. Let's see. Where did it go? How do I find it? It will be here somewhere. Yes, that's the link to Reggie's channel. Wait, hold on. No. Wait, hold on.
I'm on
Yes,
TikTok
this is
too.
it. Oh, right. Let's put the link. Oh, you done it already.
In the comments.
Yes, you put the link in there. Oh, that's okay. That's what I've been trying to find it. So I found it. Hey, my so-called life. Good to see you. It makes me happy to see that you're still here after atheist. Have a great night. Thank you. My so-called life. It's nice to see you too. I'm always sometimes lurking in your shows. I love the community that you've got going over there, and some of you, the clothes that you come up with, especially that last one. You had the blue and the red. Fantastic. Fantastic. I wish I could sew as good as you. I wish I could. Miss Masani says, I have an African Muslim friend and he started teaching his kids Arabic as soon as they could read. I mean, it's good to learn different languages. It's good to learn different languages. But if it's for a religious purpose, then I mean, please do not get me wrong. Those children, right? I think that's even better for them because then they can they would know exactly what the text is saying. There will be no bullshitting of these people, right? They go to the scholar and the scholar is trying to tell them it's what you're reading is not what it says. Oh, this is lying to people. But at least if they know exactly what the Arabic means, you can't fool them. Children are getting smarter now. They're challenging things. They're asking questions. So yeah, the future is bright, in my opinion. The future is bright. So we'll do at God let's love to see more 80s brothers speak
Thank you.
rational and logic. And listen, Reggie is cutthroat. He don't waste time. He's not here to pamper you. He's not here to make you feel good and feel no. He's coming for the jugular. He's coming for the jugular. He doesn't have time to be nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because a lot of things are simple, like the Arabic thing. If you black, that's not natural to you. You know that. So why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing it?
All right, Miss Misani being summoned for dinner. Oh, what's Miss Misani having for dinner? How nice. Have some for me and you. Anyway, people, you all have fun, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow is Tuesday. I've got a busy day tomorrow. We'll see. We might be back on tomorrow. All right, people, be good and good night.
Good night.